We are back with another film review. This time we're reviewing I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And to quote the villain of this film, he's like, "What's your favorite radio station, Julie?" I'm like, what? But this film was amazing. Like, it outdid Scream. Like, I saw Scream 2, then I saw this, and dare I say, I like this series more than the Scream franchise. Like, the very first one was very rough, but this one just upped the ante. Now, there are a couple things that I didn't like about it, but what I will say is, it when you think you know where it's going to do, or you think it's predictable, it just ups the ante. And I think it did very well execute things with its serious tone. But there were just like a few hiccups as far as logistics. And because this film is older than I, or about the same age as me, we're going to talk spoilers, okay? Okay, without further ado, something that bugs the fuck out of me. Ray, how the fuck did he get a pipe from wherever he was in the U.S. to the Bahamas, right? This motherfucker with a sling, within the span of a day, was able to fly to the Bahamas, acquire a firearm, put it on his sling, and get it over there, and then also find her in the middle of the night. Like, that's just wild as fuck. Also, there was many signs that this guy was the killer, or was in cahoots with the killer, because like he finds them in the freezer. Like, how the fuck did you find us, first off? Then he throws away the axe, talking about the killer went some other way. Why would you go away with the only weapon that you had? Like come on, like that doesn't make any sense. But what I did like, I liked the cast. I liked that it had familiar faces. Brandy, I think her name is Brandy, is fine. Oh my gosh, like I don't like stop, please. Like this woman was like, I was blushing, and like she's not even looking at me. I was blushing. You also have oh my gosh, I wish I knew their names, but there were just so many familiar faces from the 90s that I grew up in, watching them on sitcoms and just seeing the way that they acted. So I thoroughly enjoyed Brandy. The killer had much more brutal kills than I would like to say that they did in Scream 2, because they're like, at first they murdered half the cast in a night, and I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of nobodies. All right, he's just off screening everybody. Like, I don't really care. But then it picks up the momentum, and when it picks up the momentum, it gets brutal, it gets on edge, and it's like, what the hell? When that dude is sitting on the stove and he just snacking on whatever, and that motherfucker go through the hook goes through his throat. Ugh! Oh my gosh, that was grueling. That was grueling, and that kill alone outdoes anything that you would see in Scream 2. Because Scream 2, it was just off screen. You really don't get a much, but then you have that one. And then you also have the one where the body falls on top of the girl and he impales him through her, and oh my gosh, it was brutal. But I also like that I cared a little bit about Julie, in the sense that she was being gaslit throughout this film. What I think components of a good film is, one, that you make me care about the characters before what's going on, but then also you create a sense of hysteria where they gaslight. So there would be times where she sees this guy, and then he's either not there or he disappears in the crowd. I also saw something similar in Scream 2 when you see Ghostface and then he disappears. So it does play on that hysteria. It does take themselves a little bit too serious at times. Like, even though I do appreciate it picks a tone and it sticks with it, unlike the Scream films, this one did feel good in the sense that, okay, like, we're serious at tone, but then there were just certain things that just didn't work. Like, what are you waiting for? That was something that was in the first film, and you see a scene that's homage to that in this one. And then also the way how the guy was just overly sexual. It's an archetype that's in a lot of horror films. I don't know if modern men are like that. I don't really have like that shared experience of like those interactions, but like it made me feel uncomfortable, right? Because like, how the fuck do you have Brandy and Brandy your girl, and you look at something else. Not me, not me. Brandy, stop, bro, stop. Lock in. I need that guy to lock in. I need that guy to lock in. But it was a beautiful film. Beautiful in the sense that um, not only were the kills good, were memorable, right? But then it upped the ante because when I thought it was going to go through one thing, it did up the ante, and the guy, even though there were some things that was leading on heavy that he had some involvement, um, it did pay off in the sense that I was a little bit surprised, like when he just dramatically, because throughout the film he's very meek, he's to himself, he's trying to get her approval, but really doesn't able to, and then he just switch up on her in a split of a second. So I thought that was very interesting. It is actually a film that, if available, I would want to get on 4K. It's that fucking good, and I think so far, I will say I Still Know What You Do Last Summer over the first film, I Know What You Did Last Summer, just based off of the strength of the actors, the actresses, the kills, but then also the series and tone. Even though there are some things that just didn't work, like the fucking Roy thing that didn't make sense to me, and then also like the throwing away of the axe. And yeah, but I did like that she was being gaslit and that no one was taking her seriously. Like that added a sense of depth to the film, and it's similar to other films that I like when I think about like Smile 1 or Smile 2, where you have these characters that they gaslit. People don't really think that what they're thinking. I mean, they don't think what they're thinking because like they think, oh, there's a killer. Like, no, there's not a killer. Oh, there's a ghost. Oh, there's not a ghost. And it's something that we've seen so many times, but I feel like this one felt unique and fresh because it was like one of those first times that we did see it, right? But that concludes my spoiler talk of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Again, great film. I do highly recommend that you see it again because this film is about as old as me, so do see it again. And again, if it's available in 4K, it's definitely something that I will get and look forward to diving into those special features. But without further ado, leave a like on the video, comment, and as always, subscribe. And jaritos on me. Ciao.